We've been working together for the last 20 years. And she's been, her name is Nashipai. I think Sayelel gave her that name. Yeah? Councillor Sayelel at that time. Nashipai has been an incredible supporter, a person who truly with her heart loves the Maasai people. And nothing like this program you are seeing here and which we've been running for the last 20 years, it wouldn't have worked without her. She can give her heart to this nation of the Ma people. And I'm forever grateful for your continued support, partnership, and love of my people. You know I'll die for the Maasai people. That's a fact. And thank you for sharing the same feeling, sentiment, and determination with us. I want to ask the students to just come and stand up front here, please. This is our university spring class for this year. Come. I'm not going to say all your names. I just want you to say your name, go and sit down, say what you are studying. 7 of these students were my students last semester, last spring, and then we have new students. I haven't even met them yet. So let's start with you.
I am...
Sure, here. And just tell people what you're studying.
I am Mel, I am studying social justice, and I am a new student.
Okay.
I'm Julia, I'm studying social justice education and adventure education.
Thank you.
And Tasupapokun Kaji Sage and Kaminin, I'm studying social justice and community organizing.
My name is Lillian, I studied natural resources and social justice.
And Tasopa. My name is Isis and Isenia, and I'm studying social justice as well.
Enta sopa poken Kajilina Narinoi, and I study social justice.
My name is Kyle. I'm studying adventure education and social justice.
Kajia J. I'm studying arts and science and social justice.
Antosopapoken, Kaji Xavier, or Leshon, and I recently graduated with a degree in marine biology and ecology.
Kaji CC, and I'm studying environmental science and social justice.
Antasupa, my name's Adam, and I'm studying social justice and sustainable agriculture.
Kaji Gracie, I'm studying critical psychology.
Please, you can sit down, please. Asholing. Nashipai, can you come up front, please? I will let Nashipai make her comment. She's my co-author and my colleague of so many years. Please.
Enta super pokin. So very grateful to be here and to see so many friends and meet new friends. I think that as Dr. Meitamei Olol Dapash just told you, we have worked together for many years, and our project has been to present a new version of Maasai history that is decolonized. And so I think that the key to our approach that I learned here, working with Meitamei, learned really from Meitamei, is that the question that we ask of history is the most important thing. A lot of history has been written about this community over the years, many books published, but they are often books that follow a question that comes from the Western researcher, people like me, who are interested in maybe who are the Maasai or how long have they lived. What we found was that when we follow instead the questions of this community into history, the whole history topples. And I'll give you one example. We were just at the National Museum the other day, and still there is a plaque there that insists that Maasai people collaborated with British colonization. And I've looked in great depth, we both have, into that issue. And there is almost no evidence, and what evidence exists comes from a very short period of history. Just after the Meitamei, when the community was nearly broken by British war in Maasai land, and so at that time there was a very short period of Maasai working in a very limited way with the British, but never to wage war on other communities. And as soon as herds were restored, the Maasai community broke and resumed their war with the British. So we learn these things in history that then topple these larger stories, and there are so many of those stories we found that are just simply false and not supported by even the British or other records. So we knew we had to write a book to expose a lot of this history. And I want you to know that as you read this book, it is published by a very good press in in London. We had many gatherings of the community, as is expressed in the acknowledgments. Many Maasai people, as Dr. Dapash just told you, have been involved in this book. And we got a lot of instruction from the community, and we sought a very good press and achieved that. And this work that we did, knowing that some of it would be controversial, it underwent a tremendous amount of scrutiny from the press, other historians, and many people. And so we feel extremely confident in what you're going to read, and very humbled myself by the opportunity to be a part of this project. And thank you so much.
Assuring Nashipai, of course, many years of research work and countless hours of just, going through the manuscript over and over and over again, and presenting this book to first University of North Carolina Press. And it was rejected, not because it was a bad book, but there was a lot of politics. And then University of Chicago, University Press. But then I just feel so happy that we landed at Bloomsbury, Z Books. It's the most acknowledged, press in the world, one of the most. Finally, I just want to say that there are a lot of us, a lot of our community members who have been writing our history in many ways. People have written poems, they've written stories, they've written songs, they've been writing. And so, in your mind, don't take history just to mean what happened during the colonial era. History is the present, the past, the present, and the future. That is history. So I want to acknowledge and deeply appreciate any member of this community who has written even an article or a book in whatever way, in whatever medium. I want to acknowledge you very, very much. And I just want to say, if you have written a book or an article, just stand up, please. Writers, just stand up. I'm deeply embarrassed because I just saw my teacher and he seems younger than the last time I saw him. So just please stand up again. I don't know who can introduce Mwalimu. Let me have the honor now that I've seen you, and you will forgive me. I'll have the honor of you introducing these writers. Just tell the people what they have written and and yourself also. Please. I'm very embarrassed. I'm sorry, Mwalimu.
And that's over. Let's greet each other. Well, I actually am here on behalf of all of these writers. If I started from here all the way, because I have all of the Maasai written books by Maasai and by non-Maasai. So if you need any, come to me. I'm Saroni or Lesena, but I want to acknowledge a few. This writer, this doctor, this professor was a student of mine. In class 5, 6, 7. Class 5, 6, 7. But I also have a teacher of mine, John Galati, the very one that was mentioned. John and I were together in 1974, 75, 76, 79, 80. He has been writing. He taught at Kajiado Secondary School in 68, 69. And there is a student of his, Dr. Naomi, are you there? Yeah, there we go. Dr. Naomi is a writer. Go and look for books by Naomi Kipuri. She and I went to University of Nairobi. But before that, before she went to the University of Nairobi, John Galati was a Pisco at Orkejuado Secondary School and has been writing on the Maasai ever since. Ever since. So one of the person who really knows books and things about Maasai, who may not be a Maasai, but a Maasaiist. That is a word in English that we say Africanist or Maasaiist. That is John Galati. But I also want to acknowledge my mentee, your governor of Kajiado. It is me who encouraged him to go to school. Read, do a master's, do a bachelor's, and now he's governor. Before that, he was minister for what?
Defense.
Interior. Interior. For interior. And of course, I've acknowledged Dr. Naomi, my friend, my schoolmate. We went to University of Nairobi. At that time, we were only 21 Maasais in the university. How many do you think we have now all over the world? Very, very, very many. Congratulations. Then one last thing, mwanafunzi wangu, one last thing. I want to tell the Maasai one thing. KLM. You know that airline? Yes. No, I'm not talking about the Dutch or the Netherlands airline. I'm talking about knowledge. For K for knowledge. K for knowledge. Meitamei and talking in the manoto eron Maasani anagerar Maasai. Medida angayamo angay ngasangoro. Ane ndog na je ngeno. Kake edon gimbugenda takuto ngilindani. Kayola joke other graduates Meitamei amuneja waki joye to the primary. Na yola joke other PhD holders and other ye. Kagore Maasai erone bungedenki sumadenyo. Tongilindani. Nyaoga yunege nijo kiti. Maitoki aikata aibong engesoma te tongilindani. Kaibong ai tropake. Zonyo ai bong tong kai bogen no torki moji bogen amude nei to imbong torki moji bogen no tong kai bogen na ge kelage dunia pole agerang en ulunganak ne gentai dol champa ne gentai de plotino ne gentai de po ki weji bakka nana ji history kago nani joy gerame me dal lungana wedi mai gero ne agore entoge na ngwi gentai na K, knowledge. ore enkae toki naing'uiki ntae naa L, land. Amaa sa tenelo enkop ormaasai gavana lang, amaa sa tenelo enkop e Kajiado pookin amu etii wuejitin neeshomo enkop, nelo ene Kajiado, nelo eno Tiamus, nelo eno Laikipia, nelo ajo sinanu naa Kwale natii irmaasai, nelo Tanzania amu keloito idurrieki ninye irmaasai te Serengeti 1959 nereuni Ngorongoro, nyaakaki aitoki aidurrie te Ngorongoro. Amaa tenelo enkop ekintoki aimaki history, ekintoki aimaki enkiteng, ekintoki aimaki ajo sinanu naari nkano orok, enyoo kintoki aimaki tenemeetai space. Enyoo pee egira Israeli aara oltung'anak. Kwanza eetuo aikonya ina kop natii enenya apa neshukunye. Meyiololo ina. Naa ketejo ata tenikimuta. Enaikash tenikimuta nikimbung' eeka nabo, nikimbung' eeka 100 amu enkop entoki sapuk oleng. Neeku KL. Enyo L. Land. Ore ne mwisho naa M. Entoki naji eropia. Money. Atiako shi seuri amu karo lo seuri naa ninye Naomi, naa ninye John Kalati. Enining'o sintae enatiaka seuri. Amu king'asa Maasai ayieu nairo kidogo ake. Najoki seuri apa otii nena katitin amu egira aishunye polepole. Ama ing'oru sintae iltung'anak 1,000 nabo. Neitahe pooki ng'ae enchata te wiki bung'ata siyana. Enchata te wiki. Ama te wiki teniking'oru iltung'anak 1,000 kaja nena ropiyiani? Iya? $1 million? Oota lapa? Oota lari? Keti iya?
360 million, I think.
Tolari, eti MDNA. 40 aja? 48. O interest. Yaku milioni aja? Made jaja? Made jonom? Ona jiti nila yongorwe nkaji naado lente Kajiado. Ni wotiki anang'ake nena milioni onom. Keeta nkajijik anaye wotiki ainyang'u aja? Ore tiatua larin aja? Keishaitie nkajijik muj ongorofani. Amu mokure eetae eremet, anaa olalem, anaa orinka, anaa aitoki pookin api mpaka ninye ntiol nayiolo ajo etii loota ntioli. Naishinda eropia teniata. Ore tenakata ene nikitii nemolalem kinyang'unye ena carpet. Enyo kinyang'unye? Ashe oleng mwanafunzi lai.
Ashe oleng mwalimu.
Amatotoni taa writer.
Ashe to oleng entotoni pooki. Ayieu naitambua Naomi. Adamu palotu Naomi ari enkiti kijanai. Easita research PhD. Nikipuo enkang' oloiboni. Tidie wei te wei neleshuta. Paa kelo Naomi aiteep oloiboni egira airo. Nikitum ake entaboi idamu Naomi. Nejo oloiboni taata kaparipar ntae taata meibung' oltung'ani obo kamut ntae muj. Neng'asi aoru Naomi tape. Ejo oloiboni basi awaitata aidia aji paalo duo aparipar tidie wei. Ajo iya kata duo entasat taata entaboi. Ama nataa keerita yiok naa kewarie nikisaisho mpaka karibu saa 9 usiku. Kake neya entep oloiboni. Mayiolo taa na Kenya apa Naomi atu nafasi damazi atumia ina data na kimina apa. Kayo na jo nda showling mheshimiwa governor kajegi yuni ntabaki yogi ne way. Kayo narinyo ge gila na she tangarake nintururo yoga mu presence nona ya walwana kumoge ne way. I have to admit that. Now kayusi elebiol wana la kaja dongai. Ai narok asho leng kama yanda ngaina di shumara yogda o yoy pool na crowds na ko gajo tenege mbonga ni mane giunganisha Maasai kara di olo ino solo iboni bwana sango gajo menjo ibungir Maasai ana banite jo girolo ibono ne neko ya njora ra yoru sama unganisha ko Maasai pi kajo kinda show lenga mayanda ipo gangai anda yola jore history yolo show ninye history has built nations. History has been used to create boundaries for nations and communities. History has been used to justify land theft. History has been used to marginalize people and to build others. Mpaka negerepa history or Maasai. We have to tell our stories. We have to chart our destiny. But more importantly, we want to find a common ground. We are not saying every history that has been written about us is bad. But there is a lot of bad history. And that is a history we are challenging. We need to find a common ground with those that mean well for us when they write about us. People that identify with our aspirations as a nation. People with problems. And that we don't want history that compounds our problems. So I leave you with that message and express my deepest gratitude to all of you for finding time to come. And I want to, as a man nation, we must stand together. Peace must prevail among us. Love must be one of our cornerstones. And with that, I want to thank you and ask everybody to stand so I can go ahead and invite the governor to come to the front here. And I should have Amado Sugar Governor Ngai. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much. We may be seated. Amaroni. Professor Olol Dapash and your distinguished colleagues, the Ma Nation and friends of the Ma Nation, and Asova. And Asova Nangai Gil, and Asova. Yeah, we are still left with two very short sessions. I'm going to introduce a few leaders in our midst. Then we will do the book launch. Then I'll come back to say a very brief closing remark of this very important occasion. For the introduction, I want to start by asking colleagues in the county government, officers in the county government, our county ministers, please be upstanding, and even senior officers in the county government. Yeah. I'm seeing some people are almost disowning me. I was looking at Professor Mboke. I don't know whether because there are so many professors today, he doesn't want to associate with us. I shut up professor. That is Professor Mboke. He's one of my advisors. He advises me on education matters. John Kamanga advises me on governance. And John, many a time we are tempted to call you doctor. I think you better get your PhD quickly. These are senior officers in government, and I see ladies behind there, my chief of staff and her colleagues there. Neema, put up your hand. Those are senior officers in government. Asanteni sana. We were today to host this function at the Ma Economic Block, and we have the CEO for the Ma Economic Block, our brother Lempario. Thank you for coming. I also have Dr. Kanchori. Brother Lempario, you can take your seat. Brother Kanchori stood up when the writers were being introduced, but Professor never mentioned their names. That is my advisor, my legal advisor, Dr. Kanchori, and a very promising man for the future of the Ma Nation.
Asante sana. Standing there are our county ministers. We have our county attorney, Mr. Sekeyan. We have our county minister for tourism. Yeah, tourism. Asante sana, Olencharo. We have our minister for land, Hamilton Parseina, and minister for health, Alex Kiloua. I was very happy to see many of you, and in a bit of a biased way, Kajiado people. We have our Council of Elders chairman, the Ma Council of Elders for Kajiado, Richard Oloitiptip. Ndashorage kidogo. I know you are heavy. Yeah, Oloitiptip. Najua family Oloitiptip is ni wazito kama mzee. So Richard, thank you for coming. And all of you, our leaders who are here. I don't know whether Mzee Sadera is here. Do we still have Mzee Matikole Sadera? We were with him. He's also a member of the Council of Elders at the executive. I think Kotuma eneo haya. Basi, because this is a very brief moment, let me ask our elected leaders to come forward. We have very few of us. We have our Senator Seki. Please come forward. Our brother Sankok and our MP Parashina. I want to let you, Professor Olol Dapash, know that Governor Ntutu and Governor Lati got their messages late and convey their congratulations to you and their best wishes, his best wishes. Yes, we have our MCA here. I don't know that we have any other MCA in our presence. Please come forward. I just had lunch with Kishoyan. They call him Trump in Narok. We had them here. I think they're just around here. So I was conveying the congratulations and apologies for Governor Lati of Sampuru and Governor Patrick Olentutu. They wish you well, Professor. They asked me to convey their greetings and their regrets that they could not join us, possibly due to short notice for the invitation. Let me ask our brothers here and our sisters, starting with ladies first. Hata si wa Maasai tumekuwa wazungu. Wajitambulishe, and then we will quickly go to the book lounge.
Thank you. Airorogiranda ibogin tenkane Yesu enda suba. Yolo ronkanna gajina isiae narano legaria. I'm a member of the County Assembly, Kajiado County, and in the Assembly, I'm the chairperson of the committee that handles culture, tourism and wildlife. I've known Prof for very many years, and I would like to congratulate you on this initiative. And I only have one word to all of us. The only way we can support this initiative is by getting this book, buying it, and reading it. And remember that if it is not read, it might as well not have been written. So thank you very much.
Asholeng, nice. Nice ne ndida naro kage josha na imigi yolo tangara nominated Kajiado niki yolo. Aya sawa.
Aya, arachara rogenda ibogenda ndasoba bogen. God is good all the time.
God is good.
I'm Samuel Parashina, Member of Parliament, Kajiado South Constituency in Kajiado County. For our visitors, my constituency host Amboseli. Your Excellency, allow me just to say one word. And the first one is that I need to congratulate the Professor Meitamei Olol Dapash and Professor Mary Poole for a great work you have done, tireless time you spent in documenting, researching about the history. And today we are doing a groundbreaking book that will light and shed light about the history of Maasai from an indigenous perspective. I congratulate you so much. Secondly, Your Excellency, I borrow a lot from Dr. Sen, Professor, who has talked about, Sena, who has talked about those who have already written books and those who have the desire to write a book or article. We congratulate all of you. And I plead to all of us that let us take time in marketing, in distributing this book in schools, areas of research, so that we can use this book, as I've just seen the brief here. This book is going to talk about land injustice, issues that affect our Maa people. And I want to say this is a very, very, very important document today we are launching, Your Excellency. And I want to say thank you so much. Those who have not get an opportunity, also do it so that we can also have time to fight for the history of our Maasai. So many things have never been known, but today it's going to be known, and tomorrow is going to be known. And the generation, our generation that comes after us, they'll be able to see people who have spent time in getting what's supposed to be done for our society. We are no longer going to shed away from fighting for the rights of our people, speaking in the public baraza, speaking in any place, because even us, now education has come all the way from professor when they were 21 to us who are almost over 10,000 universities across the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
May God bless you.
Let's clap for our MP. Let's introduce ourselves so that we...
It's okay. I'm Jambo and Asuba. Receive greetings from the Senator Kajiado. First, I want to thank my brother, Dr. Professor Olol Dapash and Nashipai as a co-author of this book. And thank my governor because he's the one who invited me to this great occasion. I want to thank all of you for creating time, even for us to see students whom you taught and gone through your hands. We are very happy indeed. I take this opportunity to say thank you for all the authors, all the writers of books, by to Professor Sena, and many, many others. What I want us to do, Governor, is to tap this resource. It's very important, and make sure that this kind of history that we are having from this book, we can now implement it where necessary in our own life, so that in future we see the great counties and the great Maasais that we have in our counties. Governor, I really want to thank you for you to be recognized as the chief guest for this. This brings a very good, bringing good things for us to get to understand that we have leaders who are recognized by standing with our community. It's very important. I've learned, Your Excellency, let me just say that as Maasais, we are in trouble when, as you've indicated just now, Kenyamal oleng, nenyamal olosho lang, nemole Kajiado ake, nemole Narok, nemole Samburu. Maing'uraa sie baada na ikiata iltung'anak lang, Your Excellency, ning'orunono paa ore ena siai nikijo ake orkuak, niking'uraa tenaa ikindim aing'urai kulo tung'anak oisumate laijo professor, atodua naa yiolo enaikuni tene, and many others. Niking'uraa tenaa ikindim aitapa knowledge, niking'uraa tenaa ikindim ayau olosho lang tenebo, niking'uraa tenaa ikindim aiturruro iltung'anak, amu ore nai nena tokitin naimaki oltasat naa ntokitin nena nikindim ataas on action, nikipik actions. Amu kekinyamal oleng. Eimaka nai oltasat olomoni lotii ene laa kekindim atushuku olosho lang tenkiti rishata dorrop oleng. Enikiyiolo ajo kekinyamal tenkaraki enkop naishoitie iltung'anak apa otii dukuya yiok, niking'oru enikinko pee kiyau iropiyiani tenkaraki ena siai nikiata kejito nyoo ena toki natii CEO economic block, niking'oru enikinko pee kiimplement ntokitin kijito nikipik into actions. Ashe oleng, metamayiana.
Thank you, thank you. Ashe, Honorable Sankok.
Your Excellency, the Governor, Professor Olol Dapash, ambayo kwa kimila is like my father, traditionally, although we are almost age mates. I'm today delighted that I am in the highest population of professors per square kilometer. And I'm very happy. I feel small, but nonetheless, I will speak. Your Excellency, the Governor, I think Olol Dapash have put us in a good place as the Maasai, because I was discussing with Senator Seki when I had names like Nashepai, Leshan, Narinoi. Then when I looked up, I saw white faces. I said, okay, we are no longer being assimilated. We are the ones assimilating the whites, you know? We are no longer the ones seeking education. Even the whites are seeking education from Professor Olol Dapash. I can imagine where we are as Maasais. And I just feel so proud. I just feel so happy. I'm sure even the governor himself is so happy to an extent that he have gone to pick a book to take notes from what I'm saying. And very soon I'll also become a professor. Your Excellency, we believe in you, we trust in you. You have been leading us as the Maasai, Nakaib, Narok, Kajiado Economic Bloc very well. Our CEO is here. And when I see all these learned people from Maasai land, I feel very happy. Loma Maasai lang, maita endoki nabo, mai bungoso tua, mai bungala rikok lang, maisha ankanyet, amwangai nagalu larikok, ompaka nitum siye nafasi, kaka kore di narikore nekencho ankanyet. Professor, eke nyori yoleng. Kore yo kutoka Narok, eke nyori ye, iki amini ye, na akayo laga ajo, kilutuan katankai, peyitum atoriko yok to even a higher ladder. Today, kore baado leji Ingereza naibor, leji na yu sumesha. Ingereza naibor na radu nkarn ang engwar me yoko ngwar nkarn nenye aja asholeng na mayanda nga yeshuma asholeng.
Asholeng, makofi kwa ndugu Sankok. Asholeng. I would like to invite Professor Olol Dapash to come forth so that we do the official book launch. Kore osingolio le tutuma. Kore tutuma. Kore rekarash. Kanye be miara rekarash. I know it's difficult. Ni je kan tomoni kanye be miara rekarash kage. I don't. Yeah, nice to see you, Marianne, our star singer from Kajiado. We are going to do a song by our sister here, Marianne, as we now prepare for the book launch.
Ipatie radamo yoga ngai kimbangurwa roboroi na angiasin kuna ama tuimbe ngisuma radamo yoga ngai ene ngisuma engisuma. Let's go. Tupatie sauti. Nipe sauti. Ngisuma sainda ya mubwara. Ngisuma sainda ya mubwara. Ore ngisuma edagisho nishuma giga ontanda muna.
Ngisuma sainda ya mubwara.
Ore ngisuma elugende bani chengera inora ninyo.
Olosho mangor ngisuma sainda ya mubwara.
Ngisuma
Olosho mangor ngisuma sainda ya mubwara. Olosho mangor ngisuma sainda ya mubwara. Mangor ngisuma sainda ya mubwara. Olosho mangor ngisuma sainda ya mubwara. shoma ngori yange soma asayinda ya mubada
Orenge soma nameshila dana ya mara gimi yama
Olo shoma ngori yange soma asayinda ya mubada
Yange soma mu Oh
yange soma mubada
Yange soma
mubada Thank you Asholeng DJ Asholeng we can take our seats now thank you
So we just want to
Marosho Genkai tafadhali. Ashe. We now, as a sign of unveiling the book, I'm going to move this out so that we say the book is officially launched. Thank you very much. Wow. Wow, matosho kitangai, matosho ngai maisera tafadhali. Wow, asholeng. Let's give Meitamei and Poole a standing ovation. Mairashito. Asholeng. Thank you very much. Yeah, she needs a book. Na shipai. Oh, you put yours? I think it's correct. Yeah. Okay. The book is now officially launched. Thank you. Thank you very much. Surely. Thank you very much. Thank you. Allow me to make very short remarks on this very important occasion of Professor Meitamei Olol Dapash and Poole book launch. And first of all, I want to convey my hearty congratulations to you, Lalashe Meitamei, Mary Nashipai, it's an easier name for us, for this wonderful step. You have moved our house, the Ma Nation, forward by providing very important researched history about the Ma Nation. Let it go on record that the Ma Nation were never collaborators. It must come out very clearly today that as we begin the journey of correcting our history and writing who truly we are in our own way by ourselves and genuine partners, that the Ma Nation put it across the nation of Kenya that we were never collaborators. A lot of effort has been made to portray the Ma people for who they are not, and many people have come to believe the information they get out there, which is a complete misrepresentation of the Maasai. We stand in this hallowed ground today to congratulate one of our own, Dr. Olol Dapash, and her co-author, Mary Poole, for putting facts right through research for 16 years to begin a journey of correcting our history. It has been a pain to many of us and the many Maasais to read, to see, to hear what is being said of us, of which we are not, but have never had a means to say it loudly. And today, Meitamei and Mary have done that for all of us. The Ma people have been projected as backward, as primitive, and to the contrary, the Ma Nation, despite close to 200 years of marginalization and arm twisting, have continued to stand strong against all evil voices and effort to show us for who we are not. It is clearly coming out that gradually the Ma Nation is moving to reclaim its rightful space in Kenya and in the world, because many of us have now gone to school and we are reaching a critical mass to correct the wrong history that has been projected about the Maasai people. I want, in a very special way, knowing I'm going to talk a bit in length in Ma, to thank the many friends of Ma. The Ma Nation has many good friends and genuine friends. I am unable to mention you by names. A number of you are in this room. We have read a number of books of other good friends and allies. And I want to take this opportunity as the spokesman for the Ma Nation to thank all the friends of the Ma Nation who have stood with us against many odds to try and correct, to try and project the correct information against very strong opposition. It has been of interest to many to portray the Ma for who they are not, so that they are able to benefit from our culture, from our land, because no other community had bigger land, had stronger culture than the Ma Nation. For those of you who have stood with us, walked the journey with us, tried to correctly write about us, the Ma Nation says thank you. Professor Gallatin, we say thank you. And the many of you who are not Maasais, we know it is not only whites who are friends of Ma, we have many black people from across all communities in Kenya who genuinely love the Maasai people and who are pained by the state of the Ma Nation that has been occasioned by consecutive governments from the British government to date who have been working against the Ma Nation. It is no secret that every time people come to power with the interest of taking a piece of Maasai land. And a lot of land has been taken from the Maasai. And still, they continue to remain to be the community with the biggest land in this country, even despite that massive oppression. That massive oppression. Meitamei and Mary, we want to thank you because many Maa people will start from where you have left and will have the courage to say it, to speak it out, to write it about the Maa people because you have opened the way. I know being a pioneer is not easy. You know, you told me the difficulty you faced, you know, from global conglomerates who have interest in Maasai land and who did not want it to come out. But because of your courage, by standing out until the book is now out, many people are going to write now, say it out, and soon the world will know who truly the Maa are. I got the copy of the book earlier, and I cannot say to have read it all, but I have read the chapter on Amboseli. And as you have found it out of research, Amboseli has never been given out by the Maasai. There is no record anywhere. Even despite the current effort by the president to return it back, there are no documents anywhere to show that Amboseli does not belong to the county government of Kajiado. And your book says it all. We probably would never have had the courage to say it had you not put it the way you have put it. But because of the transition, a lot of documents have been looked for, the title deed have been searched, efforts to say where it is nowhere because it has never been rightly taken away from the owners. And that is why we stand to say Amboseli should come back to the rightful people, the Maa Nation. It is emotive. It's very emotional for me. As you all know, that I hold my house very, very dear, the Maa Nation. We call it a house for those who may want to know what is this house the governor is talking about. We refer ourselves as the house of the Maa Nation, and Kajama, the Maa Nation. And so today we stand again in another very important step towards the Maa getting justice, towards the Maa correcting the injustices of their being positioned wrongly, to correct injustices about ourselves, to build the strength and the courage to say it. And it is very important that we are standing here today to mark a milestone in the journey of the Maa Nation. As I congratulate Meitamei and Mary, I want to appreciate many of you who have written about the Maa Nation. I just got a book from Professor Sena. Prof, you have mentored and educated many of your community fellow men. And I want to thank all of you who have had the courage, the time, put the resources to write about the Maa Nation. I am waiting. No problem. This is an important step, but it is just the beginning of a journey. We want to encourage you, Professor Olol Dapash and Professor Poole, that you're not going to walk this journey alone. You have many, many partners, many friends, many well-wishers. You have people cheering you. We will keep cheering you. We will join you. It is important for me to also mention to the Maa Nation that I'm also a PhD student on social justice, University of Friends. Keep writing. Keep writing. Orkekun sapuk oleng eletaata kintashete neweji te Nairobi. Niyiolo ajo ore elari naa lapari likijo comeback. Enchukunya Nkajama kintashe taata tenewueji igeroki embuku edukuya nalimu ajo kang'ae kira nataasakaki research larin 16 obo lang Professor Olol Dapash wenchoruet enkaji ema Professor Poole igero history ang' ormaasai enaa enaisho netiu. Yiololo ajo enaaji apa naata enkulukuoni sapuk neton ake aa ninye naata te Kenya arashu dii ninye te East Africa amu kitii Tanzania. Igeroki apa tedukuya ajo ore peeponu ilashumba enakop nibung'are irmaasai ilashumba, neigero ena buku nikiyieu taata neipang' inchere itu apa kimbung'are ilashumba. Eteleja apa ilashumba obo lang' oji Lenana, misainiana apa Lenana agreement, nepuoi aanukaa ina agreement, nees ilashumba enayieu, neorr enkaji ang', nirrik ilalashara, nirrik enaaji peetum enkulukuoni ang', niteru ina history esipata apuku ajo ore irmaasai neme enkaji apa naibung'are ilashumba peeponu aaya enkop ooloorok. Ore kintashe tenewueji naa kishipa oleng' etii obo lang' oirisha batishu wengoloto aiger embuku. Kiyiolo ajo kumok iltung'anak oigero mbukui enaaji enikitiu nemikitiu. Neyieu ng'ole nemitiki Olol Dapash epuku ena buku peetum aanotie biashara orkuak lang' wenkarna ang' o history ang'. Neng'irie enkironya, neng'irie emion, nenyok ometupuku ena buku olalashe lang' Olol Dapash kincho Enkai enashe tenkaraki esiai ino. Kiyiolo pookin iyie telakwani, ore kibulu kining'ito ake Olol Dapash, kiyiolo activism ino tenkaraki enkulukuoni e Narok, kiyiolo enkitayunoto nintayio kewon, kiyiolo ninye vile natanya forces naiba enaaji itum erikore, aitumia enaaji aarie iloing'ok lenaaji, nayieu taata nelo records. Ore larikok obik terikore emaa naa serikali oshi naibung'aki mironya enkaji enye. Metii olarikoni oitashe ang'orr enaaji litu iwuang'ieki. Ore ake piining' olarikoni otobiko ilarin 15-20 ologirai aitumia aarie enaaji ang' naa layiok lenaaji egirai aitumia aironya enkaji emaa. Kiyiolo ilo sordo amu eton ake etii atua yiok. Eton ake etii atua yiok. Ore ng'ole taata piiteru oleseki ayieu nitashe enaa oloing'oni lemaa, nikiyiolo enkironyata naironyita. Itayio ng'ole toonkomitini pookin peemetum iropiyiani, nitashe oleseki. Ore history neitodolu ajo ore ilarikok oing'arr enaaji neji ilchorueti le serikali. Ore ormaasi ntong'orr enkaji enye neji ormang'atinda le serikali. Nikiyiolo torkulie oreren, ore loopirisia teneng'orr enkaji enye neji loing'ok. Ore iltung'anak looldonyio keri teneng'orr enkaji enye neji loing'ok. Ore lapura laini teneng'orr enkaji enye neji loing'ok. Ore ormaasi ntong'orr enkaji enye neji ormang'atinda le serikali. Nepiki iltung'anak enkijape. Etetema dapa lenkedienye ajo eng'orr enkaji ang'. Nitayuni. Naayauni nanu peyie aarieki enaaji. Nanya kona. Naaji aitayuni ninepuni enkaji emaa iteru agolu naaripaa enkaji emaa. Ore 2027 edarr irkeek. Ore emurta elukunya. Eetai entoki naji referendum nagirai aayau naa sawa. Ore agenda ang' number 1 e referendum naa peeripi indigenous leadership toonkwapi enye. Ore Orkejuodo, o Narok, o Samburu naa normaasai. Ore Taita Taveta naa nooltupeita. Ore Lamu naa loolbanyuni. Etii nkabilaritin kumok nemeeta oltoilo naagira aipanga peeoruni enkaji enye. Kintashe te referendum aajo tenemishori maa metaa ninye natorikore enkop enye nikiara. Etii ake naayiok professor tenewueji, eitaituo sirai linkimaitie. Kinyang'u siyiok. Kipuo olarrabal. Kipuo olarrabal. Ore dooshi peemetii olchumari lemeeta entiol, mee enaishooki dooshi te pesho, neme enaatonyorrikiaki, nemetii oloota license. Kanyoo oshi ena license naa mpaka yiok peekiata pookin, oyie tenegolu niking'orr enkaji ang'.
naa ina taata etaasa Meitamei eng'oroto enkaji ang'. Eng'oroto enkaji ena. Atiaka nai intae eigero tembuku Meitamei itu apa ishori empusel. Ore oshi egirai aing'oru enikoni peeshukokini iyiok etalaki nkardasini naashukunyieki amu metii apa naawayieki. Nikitii nena komitiini etalaki nkardasini metii toki itu apa eyai. Etiakaki apa olelegis nkunaji kidogo ore doi ele wade likiyautua enkiti siai ake metii doi toki nemetii enyamali. Ore enkai kata tembuku Meitamei nedung'ote iropiyiani empuseli ntae amu kigira apuo apikaki budget e Nairobi peekishukoki ntae kijo peepiki budget peeshukuni. Ore kiti kata nipotuni engelare piimin ilo peemetum. Kigira ayiolou esipata enaa irmaasai naa kipuo apuo aing'oru esipata ang' toombukui ang' amu etii ina history. Kinterutua taata atum esiana oolayiok ontoyie oitosha peekipuo olarrabal. Ore apa tidia matua naa John Kina ake ole ntimama iltung'anak kuti. Neponu larin 20 lemeetai ninye obo. Naaltu ng'ole nanu kidogo kidogo te msaada Enkai nipukuku pookin napiju. Enapa larusai najo aikaja apiate enkoriong' kebee enooriong'. Kiata professors lang' oigerokito yiok, kiata nkera ang' natii universities naasita research, kiata the Maa Nation Council of Elders naitashito sininche airo, kiata esajata sapuk oolarikok oogeluno oiteutua airoro. Eton taata kipil iyiok nkaik kidogo. Neton ake iturei iyiok. Neton ake ikoni nena naikoni pookin kake mikirriabie nkonyek nikitejo apa nejia niyiololo ajo mikirriabie nkonyek. Neeku olalashe lang' Olol Dapash o Mary Poole meeta esapuk nikiindim aishoo ntae kake itabolokitio yiok enkoitoi netaasa nejia irkulie oigero. Entobira lelo oigero mbukui nikiyiolo ajo iturukokitia apa noo Dr. Naomi aigerr imbukui. Entobira session nijo kuna pee kinteng'eniyie nkera ang' nikintagolie nikinosie duo ninye lomon nikiyiolouno. Nidalata wasomi ajo Enkai memoruo ng'ura professor jana ake olorkishiru bororo arashu olorkiropi keji nai ntae irkiropi ore elde nedou ninye altu ajo egiro yiok tenkitishu. Sidai eng'eno amu kilaku nikintobirr osesen nikinteng'en nikincho ropiyiani nemetii enkisima nemetii enchankarr. Ore doi kuna ang' nikiata yiok esirkali noore meta napa naaji nkishu ekimek ning'unaki Maasai iltung'anak kutitik nejo irkulie nookisima nookironya ajo noo tenelele East Africa naa nookironya kake eji taa dee enebau enkiteng' ang' nelepi ake kununye enaikununye. Anake melepi? Elepi neoki kule nikito taa naa tenikijo doi nija edu inchi itobirari nkuna ang' neeku enikinyalata esiokinoto kulie aisimu. Isimayioki dii sinche nkuna ang' nemeba toki. Egira aning'uno? Yaa niyiololo ajo atiaka apa ntae kintayu enchama ormaasai. Iyanyitata? Atejo igirara aanyu yani kimaasai doi napaasha eji dii iyanyitata torkimaasai igirara aanyu. Irara tayari? Ijing'ijing'i? Kirishishore? Naa ketii Enkai tenebo ina lototo. Ore ng'ole peyie ajo mikinchooyo olorika le deputy governor te Kajiado naa yakini nkuti takataka statistics oomongo. Ore oshi irmaasai te Kajiado naa nkurai 20, ore enkaji nasujita ntae naa 13. Ore si yakini yiok oltaka. Nikijo nyoo minte. Nikijo nyoo nitasha enkaji emaa ajo meerio lelenku. I want to thank the Maa Nation. Naa mikisulaa ntae. Kitejo taaduo kiata lasujak, kiata laikoshuak, kiata osordo,
tisinja atua yiok nena pookin etii ng'ole obo irriuni Kajiado meu irrur irmaasai aipotu irpayiani aipotu intomonok taisere takataka nareutai piisardaki enaaji keyiolou iyiok inepu iyiok inepu iyiok ikaja iyiok inepu iyiok inepu olalashe lang Meitamei kishipakino ele kekun lino neshipa enkaji emaa naa kilo taata yie history noto dii yie history ilo taata history sore taa obo lang otabolo enkoitoi inasua naaji olalashe hoo nitu eliki ntae ajo ore ng'ole peedoli ena buku nibung'a lashumpa lemebatoki oogira oshi aadaare enaaji ootudupore enaaji aajo peemigeri ena buku aigeroki dii nanu entoki ajo etii ormokorai obo oji Meitamei nemeyioloi ajo ina kiguana nanu atii woyie entagol iloshi kureti amu kitaa kumok entagol woyie kitaa kumok eitera Meitamei entim tera likae ake oigerisho nelo sinche yiok liara lenkukiti orbaribara kigira airishisho niinde enkitaang loricha tenewueji oong'oroti tenkaji ang kiyieu taata sinye nikiomon isuj lenaaji ajoki woyie entabolu nkonyek amu etushukunye enkaji inyi ajo taatoi maitoki aitogiroi inewueji kake kishipa woyie ketumutua ining'ito tesidai iyieu nirishishosho irara tayari ore ntae elelero iltung'anak kutik eniasiasa entang'asa esumata piingerishosho esumata amu kitiaka duo yiok Professor Sinamai Kipaka Rifa naa oltasat laatutayie tenkata naado esumata sintae iltung'anak kutitik nikijo ashe amu adaalta olarikoni lormurra le Kajiado ebu kijana simama kiata oshi yiok te Kajiado totona kiata oshi te Kajiado entoki naji Kajiado County Youth Alliance nemekuro nejo enkai siraku kejo kira siyiok le Kajiado minte mikitii inewueji ero ashe amu ore Kajiado County Youth Alliance neme partners le serikali laretok keoshi nikiariara oleng ajo governor mikiyieu ena governor naa sidai ina kake irripirripi sii enaaji niyiololo ajo ore te history metii enkaji naata structured governance structure nijo ena lashumpa irmaasai ake oota metii ore apa irmaasai neeta enkitoo etiu enaa Supreme Court neeta irmurran etiu enaa military naa kila enkerai naini nitubuluni peeng'amu olaini le military metii apa enkerai ormaasai nitu elo military torkuak lang ninye apa eureki ina daake piiba sirkali enaaji otaata keureki ake ajo kiidim ake enaaji ntayu entaboi naa kintayu taa nabo olong kiomonoki enkai kai kintayu pii nikiyiolo erubata oontomonok ang kiyiolo erubata oontoyie ang kiyiolo erubata onooyieyio ore torkerreri lang neeta erubata sapuk oleng naibung'ie enkaji metaa meji meeta apa enkiti nafasi tenkaji ormaasai mongo nena ena history nikigira aibelekeny naigero laruok lasakutok ore enkitok tenkaji emaa eninining ninye enkarna enye enkitok ore maa nitambua nafasi enkitok oleng neeta enkitok nafasi enye neponu osordo aponu ajo neiba irmaasai enkituak enye nyoo oltaka mikitii inewueji egira aning'uno lazima peyie kiindip kai kiingil ilomon aning'ito naaji redio onkayiok ormaasai oshi aetuo apa ayiaya duo naaji rotiken kore naaji duo naaji tineji ake paran tene lazima sininye peeku embokisi enkaji emaa naji paran kila entoki emaa ore ntae loopasha nimpungusa mongo ningerigere esipata niking'amumua metaa enaang kake oshi ninyang'uni ntae nimorimoro yiok entushukunye ooto mateshet enkaji emaa pookin ore media nainyang'uni metamore enkaji emaa nikijo oltaka. Ore ake pee ing'or enkaji emaa nikishet. Ining'itoto? Mee king'adaa ake kiar. Ore dii layiolo enaaji osula enaaji nikintoshoroo sininche. Mesulari dee enaaji. Lelo dii kinterunye. Lelo kinterunye. Ore apa osoro oji collaborators, ore apa tesiai emaumau entoki naji collaborators, neng'as irkokoyo aijoo lelo. Kimujumu sii yiok irkula lang'. Kake ore ake piijeu, nemeetai enaibor namuka, nijing' olarrabal. Neeku taata nikiomon enkaji emaa pookin, enetii oshi ormang'ati ndalo enaaji ore obo lang' ero tushukunye mikimbatisai. Ilo doi yie sanko kanisa na imiata yie kopi ajo kanyo eji kanisa. Nikiata siinye sipil e kanisa. Eng'ura ACK narikito Lesapit. Eng'ura taa layiolo enkaji emaa. Ama oshi enelotu Lesapit TV. Ore ake piitashe TV, nitashe enkop. Piitashe Lesapit sore. Ilayiok lenaaji. Kijito tenitii kanisa, ning'oroo olosho tina kanisa nitii. Tenitii social media, ning'or enkaji tinewueji. Teni university enaa professor tenewueji, nias ena nataasa. Ore ake piilotu olarrabal nidumu esiai Narok. Airishisho? Nikimpongeza lalashera lang' amu aimaka naa yiok leseki nemenya ake openy. Ashe parashina. Eewuo duo yie kisirani omikintori orbaribara. Entooshoki ele murrani nkaik. Intasho, eitasho oshi ele murrani neyau shida. Basi totona taa. Omeruni inawueji orbaribara eton itu eakuni tayari. Nee enkirishareta ina. Nijia taa etiu enkirishere. Ore ena meake netii enkiti batishu. Sore taake ntae amu ake netii nyoo enkiti batishu. Kake eng'ura lewa otaa lewa. Neimaa batishu. Ore dee lorikito yiok oji Ruto, kebaa batishu naimayie. Eninasaki ntae Raila historia enye ninchirishiri. Iibor doi ilo lailelek. Itashe apa tenkare olapa. Egira sinye ang'or agenda enye. Metaa tenemuni doi yiok inkiyiaa mee yiok ledukuya peemuni. Neme yiok oobayie. Egira aning'uno. Yaa. Ajo nanu kayieu ake najo kashipakino ntae. Kanyor ntae enkaji ang' oleng'. Itashe enkaji ang' esidai. Professor Olol Dapash, Mary Poole, once more congratulations. All of us are your admirers and your supporters. Asanteni sana. Ashe oleng'.
Oshoki orgavana inkaik. Ashe oleng' Mheshimiwa Gavana. Ashe oleng' tenkaraki lelo omon sidain oleng'. Ashe oleng'. Ashe oleng'. Amegila oshoki inkaik. Ashe. Ashe oleng'. Ore enankae rishata enkanyit kayieu nalo aisho CEO lena kaed peelotu aishoru enashei. Ore egira alotu naa kesipa kejo oshi edol enkerai ilainyamook itu edol menye naa keutaa sininye enkerai menye. Etiaka na yiok Prof Sena, etiaka na yiok Prof Papai eng'oru eng'eno tenebo nirripirripie enkulupuoni oropiyiani. Nayieu najoki Gavana olomoni obo, shomo ntobira oltogom amu kitisira olosho le maa elong'o. Ntobira oltogom, entomo ntobira oltogom akeyie matejo nejia, toduaki iltung'anak metooko. Todua enekunakino emboi lemenarikino nepuo olarrabal ninche oshi oloopuo. Ashe oleng'. Entomo aishoo mitayu enashei CEO nakaed Olempario. Ashe.
Ashe oleng'. Our beloved Governor, Professor Olol Dapash, our leaders, our professors, irmaasai pookin entasupa. Ore enai naa paashuku ake enashe, kake enchoo naa matang'asa ajo kidogo te Kingeresa tenkaraki ilomon lang' otii paitoki ajo enkiti ake naa te Kimaasai. Our beloved brothers, our colleagues, our visitors. Mine is to say thank you for finding yourself to be here. It has been almost 5 hours of intense engagement. We don't take it for granted. On behalf of Professor Mary Poole and the team, we say thank you for finding yourself and listening to all of us. To our beloved governor, thank you so much, because you're actually the head. For us, we are the implementers of your vision. We are going to be with you. We are going to do more. And all the professors who are here, you appreciate that we have a leader, and through the My Economy block, you have a space to which you can deposit some of this for those ones who may not be able to access. Kayola ajo enashaka tushuko na kaja ashete ponga yoiwo ni kirotoni tangu duo saa naapishana mpaka tenakata mikiyaka ajo miata duo esiai etipat. Esiai etipat ena. Ore eniare, itawuo apa orgavanai olelenku tenebo orgavanani My Economy block aa nchere ewuei nikipuonunu aang'idakino amu enaang' ina. Kiata ofisi te Karen naa kebolo teentai pookin olaigeroni, olaisomani, ashu pookin oyieu nelotu ayau erikore ashu eutaroto pookin nautaa. Mine is to set the structures. Mine is to take a responsibility to make sure you get that space. I'm implementing the agenda of our governor and our governors. Na kang'id oleng anano lwale dukuya aiteru, na kaas, na ishontai assurance ajo, wewe enkata yoyote, professor, we will stock your books. Kiata a very big library, we will create it more. Whereas students, ewotu esomata maitwe engeti newe yamu is a safe space for us to come and think and strategize how we go forward. Ashe oleng nemayianta Enkai, na ina duo aishooki. Ashe oleng.
Ashe oleng. Ematoshoki nkaik. Matoshoki lambario nkaik. Ashe. Ore tenkaraki erishata kaomon ake noona mbukui natii ene Professor Olol Dapash. Ore kuna bukui naa majo kebaiki yiok kake matasarai $30 $970. Neeku kaomon intai ore itu kiasai naomon peekiponu aya mainyiang'u peekiponu naa apuo adupore ena ng'eno amu ore ng'eno tenigeri enesiri nemeya apuo aasishore nemeisaidia yiok. Neeku kaomon peekiponu peekiya kuna bukui. Ore tesiadi tende wueji etii kulie bukui naigero kulie aisumak anaa laigero kulie maa teniyieu embuku shomo endaalo nilo aya embuku. Neeku kaomon ake pee kiya kuna bukui. Ore kigira aikunari nejia naomon ake oltangile olotu aikenoki yiok tenkomono. DJ niaku tayari piipaki yiok osinkolio. Neeku kaomon oltangile olotu aomonoki yiok Enkai kigira aidip. Uitamayian olchani. Kincho taa metamayian olchani peekitumoki atimir kuna bukui. Ashe oleng.
Ashe taa irmaasai pookin oba lootabautua enewueji, nashukoki naa Enkai enashe tenkaraki naa Olol Dapash wentim enye orgavanai olarikok lang pookin. Matejo ene nikitoni metumunyana. Mairuko ormayian. Matejo ene nikitoni metumunyana. Meeu Enkai enikitii. Mariaki Enkai pasina imbung'aki yiok iloing'ok lang. Mariaki Enkai pasina itomitu yiok. Taalaruok, taalainyalak, oltung'anak oiba yiok. Mariaki enaaji mishuro, mariaki enaaji milepu, mariaki enkisuma enaaji ilepu. Matabanare oldonyo le Koimerek, matabanare oldonyo oibor, matabanare sii oldonyo keri. Enchukuna naa murua, entopotaa entar kulo lang'ok lenkai. Enipuopuo nkang'itie metang'asaki ntae nkera nkung'. Ewaita enkwenia, entung'uai ilo oirobi. Entopotaa, erishisho. Siri.
Ashe matoshoki nkaik sidain oleng. Ore tenkaraki enkanyit nyaomono meu Bishop Amos Olol Dapash Amos. Ashe oleng matoshoki nkaik elotu sinye aikenoki yiok tenkomono. Karibu oleng.
Naomba tusimame sote kwa heshima tukienda kufunga na maombi. Na tuombe. Tumekushukuru Mungu Baba Mwenyezi kwa sababu ya siku ya leo ambaye tumekuja kusindua kitabu ambaye imeandikwa na ndugu wetu Profesa Meitamei Olol Dapash pamoja na Profesa Mary Poole, na tunakushukuru kwa sababu ya viongozi wetu waliofika wakiongozwa na kiongozi wetu Gavana Lengu wa kaunti ya Kajiado pamoja na viongozi wengine. Tumekushukuru sana kwa sababu siku ya leo Bwana umeitenga tuje tufurahi na tusherekee maandishi ambayo inahusu historia yetu ya Wamaasai. Kijoki yanga yanga she tengarake nyore losho na inabe kiti na inabe kinchu na inabe pito ripo yoga nkai ebaki apa engiteru notombaka tata awomona nkai pireto yok nireto lariko lang nisolaki lariko ni lang nkai lonore na duata migera na buku peye etumnkerang onkerang ada yulito engatini poki nikiata kerar Maasai tamayane lo sholang tamayana lariko lang otiene tare to yoga nkai ninjo yogun wani kibo yedo koya nekimirisho telelo mangati poki ore ngoito ipoki na joma ikeno kiyok na erabolo kiyok nentawanga kiyok ore nolongiti akita ya shamro ningongomonang na omona mayam poki nkishukori ni akutene boyok ore ngoloni kintoki atumoto mba na ijoko na ibertamba omabarishoi nekinjo yanashe nekinjo yankanyete tenkarne Yesu Kristo kitomono ye esai
Asholeng marosho ki Bishop Ngaik amarosho kido Bishop Ngada tafadhali. Asholeng amaroroni ta amaroroni aroligin ta yana maroroni ta Asholeng amaroroni kidogo DJ kidogo Ashiroleng aisina naja Asholeng tangaraki enkio kinyi Asholeng tangaraki engriata inyi na omonu msamaha ashu ambalikino tinidweisho erishata kaomonu tabalikiaki kaji Steven Olentaya asio de Paran FM na roshorkiu pogi olonge Jumapili erishata naji orkereti lang neago biye erishata iloru itengenie irmaasai na indemaka yongoro Paran ba ngofisini yang tenda Longkong Road nilotu akatum iyo ajata na Asholeng tangaraki ultimile Paran ara na sheda tangaraki la srak lolo mon pogno rabautu ne weji na omonu ole simpiri wena madi merkona bukui Simpiri Samson Simpiri kuja hapa ngabule kaindi merkona bukui nago yes
aya ore taa mikirani ngikini yoko na bukui tafadhali kaomon ake tenkanyit sapuk kayinegi ako na bukui. We urge everyone to come forward. If you need a copy, please come for this important book. Please come for your copy. We want to ensure that the stock is finished. We'll go back to the printers again. So if you need a copy, please come forward. Yes, ore tungani yiu embuku ou enale dukuya ashe oleng ilarikok lang erikoo orgavanai ole Lenku osenetai lang ole Seki tenebo orbungei ole Sankok le Iala tenebo orbungei le Kajiado South ole Parashina ministers kina Njaro kina Kilowa my friend Parseina orkulikae kumok tenebo CEO le My Economic Block ole Mpario ayo la jinya ngutang copies. Anybody else? Tenebo na aljarena la lasha lango le narikai. Asholeng, I know you also need a copy. Aya. Iage copy. Aya, ore taa namba hii napiki Ngopi anganya. Aya, uwagewa kopi nipe mpesa iko namba 0729 523 247. Warage be about ninde barala nikinjori kopi. Ashe. 523 247. Good. Ho. Yes. Oh. Elagera kingirajo tasa na sita kule kaitu ngana taba wa kedo koya teneta la de simu nikinchori embuku no ho njota ya elaba ya embuku etebeka ko namba todu akeyere message ne. Thank you lelo ta waziri Njaro 0729 523 07 523 247. Yes. Yeah. 3870. Aya. No, nara namba ini pikiro piyani embuku. Asholeng. Ekinjoki embuku? Okay, sawa. Aya. Ore namba hii nipigi mpisa hii. If you have to send if you want to buy via M-Pesa, 0729 523 247. That is the number you should, 0729 523 0729 523 247. Make a 247. 247. Good. Thank you. Aya, come for your copy. Aya, oldongani lo yunela gresimu. If you have to pay via M-Pesa, and if you have cash, come for your book, please. Oldongana ko cash, come here. Yeah. Okay. Aya. Sorry. Aya, bado tunasema Tanayara, Professor, I know you are coming for your copy. Professor is coming for his copy. Thank you. Ninja show, Prof. Ehe. 0729. Aya, Prof. Ngoroni jogi to domo. 29 523 247. Sawa mami, we njoo na gara yembugu. Njoo na gara yembugu. 3870. 0729 523 247. Yes. 3870. 3,870. Yes. Yes. Good. Emegetai John Olol Dapash? Ya mwisho Professor. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, County.
Did you see my message? Yes. How are you?
This new discovery, this newfound agenda, we hope that we can, even within our own nation, Kenya, we can rewrite our own history, including describing our territory and pursuing our rights through the right kind of history, which is not captured anywhere, even within our own national histories, archives and everywhere. So here we are. I want to thank the governor. He's a true spokesperson for the Ma Nation. He's a visionary. He's a brave Maasai warrior who speaks the truth. And I think it would be fair to say that he stands with truth and truth sets you free. We are people who are liberated. We have what it takes to write our history and to be in charge of our destiny. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Today is a very special day for the Ma Nation. One of our own, Professor Meitamei Olol Dapash, have researched for 16 years on our history and put forth in his book, Decolonizing Maasai History, that we launched today. Congratulations to him and those who supported the effort. And the Ma Nation celebrate this very important milestone. We have time and again said we were not collaborators during the colonization of our country, Kenya. Today, research through this book have exonerated us. I continue to put the emphasis as the leader of the Ma Nation that there has been a deliberate effort to distort who the Ma people are. Because previously our people resisted modern education, we have suffered generations without education, hence without representation in book writing. Ma Nation is coming of age, and today we celebrate one of our own, and we have many who are now putting in books who truly the Maasai are. We are a generous people, we are a cultured people, we are a strong community. But the writers of history has put us to the contrary, backward, primitive, and many unpalatable words. While we forgive them, we will march on to say who we truly are. And Meitamei's book is one of the many who is saying about the Maasai. We are grateful to many friends of the Ma Nation, white and black, Kenyans and non-Kenyans, who continue to stand against this community, against many odds. Our community have gone through many years of marginalization. From the distortion of the Lenana Agreement today, the Ma Nation continue to receive its short part of the stick, unfair treatment, marginalization, and we must continue to stand with Kenyans who seek justice and equity for all communities in this country. And so today, as the Ma spokesman, I celebrate my brother Dr. Olol Dapash for his book and appreciate those who continue to put forth and ask people who love Ma to read this book to know who we truly are. I thank him, I congratulate him, and thank all of you who came to celebrate this milestone in the Ma Nation. Asanteni sana.
Thank you, Governor.
Ashe, thank you, and congratulations. Ashe, yes, I'm champion. Bakalanda and yo. Ashe, thank you. Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, I'd like to ask, we know that the young generation is the one that is going to be inheriting most of the things that your generation has taken from the history that you want to give them history. So in your book and even in the future endeavors that you're in a capacity to help, how are they going to be taking this?
Okay, thank you. That's a very valid question. I think that I encourage you first of all to read the book. This book tells history of many years of colonization, oppression, distorted history, and even of identity. There is even an argument somewhere that Maasai people did not exist until the intervention of the colonial settlers who created reservations, and it's under these reservations that the Maasai nation was born. And that is less than 100 years ago, which is but the book actually is written 50 years. nation. It is by decolonizing our mind, first of all, as a people, and by decolonizing what has been said about us, that we can grow, we can nurture young generations of highly informed, very well educated people, and people who are not watched by the Western system of education, which is often brought to us with an agenda to defeat our thinking, our creativity, our mind, and our future. So this book speaks to the issue of the young people of the Maa nation, decolonizing their mind, becoming visionary people, and it is very, very possible that what we went through as the older generations of this community will be history to our young generation. Then we can see that. If you see what is happening across Maasai land today, you see young Maasai people, they are so much aware of what is going on. Our disadvantaged position in this nation and elsewhere in Tanzania, and even academically, the academy itself, based in the West, has put us, as the governor said, in a very, very disadvantaged position. Maasai are the most researched and written about community on the planet. You can, but you will hardly find anything that is positive coming from Western writers. There are few positive writers. Those few truly care about us. And even during our research, we found out that there were a few colonial administrators in this country who were actually sympathizing with the Maasai. But the powers that be at that time were completely against the Maasai. And so that small voice which existed, we've extracted a lot of positive information. And it is what will keep our agenda going. We will use those examples actually to create new arguments and create a common ground for further conversation. Thank you.
Asanteni sana. Thank you. Thank you, good people.
Thank you.
Prof, how are you?